Welcome, fellow peers and class of 2020 of Frankfort High School. I'm Riley Grasham, Vice President of our class of 2020. This is all the moment we've been waiting for. First of all, some thanks are in order. I'd like to thank our teachers and administrators at Frankfort High School. You have set this up so we are able to hold our graduation, even if we aren't able to hold it on this day in person. And even in the past few weeks, you guys have helped us through the e-learning and setting it all up, making sure we are able to get our diplomas. Next, another thanks goes out to all the parents that have motivated us through all of high school. Without you guys, we haven't got a chance of graduating. Lastly, a thanks goes out to yourself, your friends, and your peers. Without them, high school life would be miserable and it just wouldn't be the same. Though this ceremony is less than spectacular, less than ideal, this is one of the most important ceremonies of your life. If you let this go to waste and if you take this for granted, even if it is not in person, we are still holding this so we are able to get our degrees. Be happy that you have made it through high school. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Crystal Gomez, and I've had the honor of being the class of 2020's president. When we were younger, we all heard that high school would be the best years of our lives, but what they didn't specifically mention was that it would also be, arguably, one of the worst times of our young adult lives. I can't speak for everyone, but I know that for a lot of us, there were times where we cried due to school and the stress that came with it. On top of that, we were discovering what we liked and disliked, what we believed in and stood for, what we wanted to do with our lives, and all of that other stuff. We've had our ups and downs these past 4 years, so today I'd like to dedicate this speech to not only the people who have helped us along the way, who inspired us, who encouraged us, and who shaped us to be who we are today, but also I'd like to dedicate this speech to my fellow peers for completing this huge milestone in our lives and persevering through any obstacles that they had along the way, especially in these last couple of months. So be proud of yourselves because you made it. I was fortunate in my life to not only have an amazing support system within my family, but also within the group of people who I consider some of my bestest of friends. I'd like to thank my parents especially a million times for their constant support. I'll forever be grateful and indebted to them, to my mom and dad, for always providing anything that I needed so that I could learn and experience new things throughout my high school career. On behalf of all of my peers, I want to thank family, friends, teachers, coaches, mentors, and anyone else who cheered us on and believed in our students and supplied them with unconditional support. With your influence, you have made us into hardworking, kind, and passionate individuals who will one day change the world in a positive way. Though our futures aren't set in stone, I sincerely hope from the bottom of my heart that you all succeed in anything that you pursue and that you find happiness and contentment wherever you are in life. Also, as we venture out into the real world, and don't be afraid to reach out and meet new people, nor be afraid to ask for help. Through that, you'll find people who will be there for you through the good and bad times, and who will push you to be the best version of yourself. As Misty Copeland once said, anything is possible when you have the right people there to support you. Thank you.
Good morning, students, parents, teachers, administration, and everyone else who has come to witness the graduation of the Frankfort class of 2020. I would like to thank all of you for coming out to celebrate our class and for all of the support and guidance you have given us throughout our academic endeavors at the community schools of Frankfort. Without you, we would not be where we are today, getting ready to walk across this platform and into the next stage of our lives. As salutatorian, the purpose of my speech is to welcome the audience and introduce our class, which I feel is particularly important this year. Our class will be remembered in history as the high school class that graduated during a global pandemic. Our entire K-12 careers will be remembered by circumstances that occurred during the last 2.5 months of our senior year. From these circumstances, our class may be labeled as enduring and able to prevail through uncertain circumstances. These sentiments about our class are true, but they were true long before COVID-19 impacted our lives. Our class has always been a class that was met with and adapted to change. We adapted to change when we graduated from kindergarten, and many of us moved to the newly built schools at Blue Ridge and Green Meadows. We adapted to change with each of the new principals we had, some of us having a total upwards of 11 principals by the time we reached 12th grade. We adapted to change when we entered the high school at the start of renovations, and continued to see new changes each day when we entered the school. COVID-19 was far from the first time that we had to adapt to a new way of going about our educational endeavors. And this isn't to say that change is bad. Change is a necessary part of progressing forward and addressing new circumstances as they arise. Without change, the world would never become a better place than it was yesterday. How we approach change is what makes the difference. Whether we decide to make the most of it or to be upset about our inability to do things the way we used to do them, or even if we decide to take a stand and become a driving force leading the change, that is what matters. It defines who we are, who we will become, and what we will do moving forward. I believe that time and time again, our class has shown that we are able to make the most of change. COVID-19 is far from the first and will not be the last big change in our lives. But if our accomplishments throughout our academic careers are anything to go by, I know that we, the Frankfort High School graduating class of 2020, will adapt to and flourish in every situation we face moving forward. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Before I begin, I'd like to thank everyone that made today possible, despite the circumstances surrounding our current situation. Whether in person or online, I feel a great sense of pride in the fact that Frankfort High School is doing everything that they can to honor the students. I'm certain that this has been discussed thoroughly and all avenues have been considered to determine what is the best fit for us. Thank you for that. Nevertheless, this year has been full of disappointments and loss. Our last walk, our spring sports, and our original graduation are all times that should have been spent with our fellow classmates as we conclude this chapter of our lives. We've lost all sense of normalcy. We've sacrificed much more than what your average high school senior normally would. But I wholeheartedly believe that these trials have the potential to bring out the best characteristics of the community. We have indubitably lost much, but we have gained so much more. We were able to devote time to important things in our lives, like spending time with family, praying, and doing all the things that we have been pushing back for another day. Or maybe we'll do them tomorrow. We were able to slow down time. I'm still uncertain of the science behind this, but somehow, thanks to COVID, the number of days in March tripled. In all seriousness, these circumstances have taught us to not take our day-to-day activities and blessings for granted. In all of this time, I've had many opportunities to reflect upon the part of high school that I did get to experience, which was the majority. I came to Frankfort High School as a sophomore, and I knew very few people. Throughout my 3 years here, I've never once felt that I had no one to whom I could turn. Frankfort High School has been incredibly welcoming and accepting of me, and I'm extremely grateful for that. While I did not grow up with you all like many of you did, I still feel confident saying that Frankfort has allowed me to create lasting relationships and friendships that have made my experience here so memorable. I'll be sharing a few of my highlights from my high school career. I'm especially grateful for the athletic teams for the kinship that they have given me. Without them, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to be in the accident report photo that the police took of the golf bus when Vic broke Lebanon's clubhouse entrance and the bus's emergency aid door. I wouldn't have seen Skyla break the chair at the swim meet or half of the swim boys prancing around the pool deck in their Speedos. I wouldn't have seen Anthony almost drown so that we could get out of practice 20 minutes early. Thank you again for that, Anthony. I wouldn't have prayed with Raylan for just a few more minutes of life before getting hit by a semi on our way home from the golf meet so that I could finish my Wendy's. I wouldn't have had nearly as many laugh until you cry moments or just crying moments with the teams that I've grown to love in both the on and the off seasons. I'm beyond grateful for my time on the cross country, golf, swimming and diving, bowling, and softball teams, and for all the life lessons that I've learned from them. I'm especially grateful for the coaches that were always understanding this school is my priority. Coach Robbins in particular. Swim season hit hard for a lot of reasons, and there were a lot of times that I questioned if I was going to be able to manage everything. However, he was very accommodating, and we were able to get over every obstacle that emerged. Thank you for that. And thank you to all of my other coaches and teammates for being accepting, accommodating, and encouraging no matter the circumstance. You've played a major role in my high school experience, and I will continue to cherish the memories that I have made as a part of the team. The memories that I've made in classroom and in clubs are another significant portion of what made my experience at Frankfort High School so superb. Playing Kirby on our Nintendo DS's on the way back from spelling around 30% of the words correctly at a spell bowl competition. Dudley's community class sending HDTV pictures of us winning competitions that we made up and didn't tell anyone else about. Supporting our football team and their incredible record. Watching Mr. Hammond burn a hole in the ceiling in chemistry class. Seeing what the top speed of runners was on the speed radar sign when we were supposed to be painting a fence for NHS. And, most importantly, secretly being signed up for 100 college rep visits by Maddie without my knowledge so that we could miss class together. These are all part of my high school experience that are my favorite memories. It has also provided meaningful service opportunities, thoughtful conversations, and an elementary understanding of how the world works. Most importantly, it has encouraged me to continue learning so that I may make a difference one day. I may not know exactly where finding indeterminate forms is applicable as an adult, but I can still proudly say that I know how to use L'Hôpital's rule to help do so. These past couple of months have made me realize how much I took in-person instruction for granted. I am very grateful for the community that Frankfort High School has, for the diligent teachers that offered Zoom sessions and additional resources to give us the best chance of learning the material, for the counselors and other administrators reaching out to see how we're doing, and for the efforts made by everyone to make the best out of a situation that is not ideal. As a senior class going through this pandemic, we should allow all of this to teach us a valuable lesson. We have two options. We can complain about everything that we're missing out on and put ourselves above the needs of the community, or we can take this time to reflect, learn from it, and come together as a community to find strength and encouragement. I implore you all to do the latter. One's reaction during times of misfortune and hardship are very telling of their nature. As we leave behind this important chapter of our lives, I encourage you all to be an outcast in this world of insensitivity and carelessness. Be kind, be selfless, be empowering, and be your best selves. I'm confident that many of you will go on to achieve great things as we are all making history right now. Thank you, Frankfort High School, and thank you, Class of 2020, for all the memories and the lessons. I will forever be proud to be a hot dog.
Israel Angelus Jr. Kylie Paige Adams Long. Taylor Bailey. Viviana Alanis Valdez. Adrian Albavera. Crystal Bartolo Gomez. Darcy Nicole Baker. Lizbeth Barriga. Brisa Santos Alanis. Christopher Adame. Catherine Barrera Campos. Jeanette Aguilera Martinez. Abad Badagan. Alicia Angeles. Maria Alanis Hernandez. Brody Bowen. Noe Bautista. Esperanza Cervantes. Luis Ceja Mendoza. Oliver Lopez Mayorga. Catherine Castro Duarte. Madeline Kathleen Campbell. Jevin Chambers. Braden Compton. Miguel Cardenas. Camden Michael Caesar. Patience Dean. Jacob Day. Braden Cottrell. Jaden Bradley Vanis Ducharme. Braddock Allen Ford. Tristan Ferguson. Ramiro Del Toro. Aaron Franco Martinez. Ethan Douglas. Kyra Douglas. Kobe Compton. Karime Anae Diaz Placencia. Marco Antonio Cruz Rojas. Maite Fabian. Daniel Alexander Ehrman. Caitlin Ann Douglas. Caleb Forrest Craig. Caesar Daniel Aguilar Espinoza. Trey Frazier. Madison Heaton. Mackenzie Gonzalez Garcia. Jakaya Pippinger. Itzel Garza Garcia. Berenice Garcia Hernandez. Alejandro Garcia Valdez. Jaime Garcia Jr. Ricardo Garcia Cruz. Robert Williams. Keegan Johns. Kaylee Renee Hess. Victoria Cassidy Hopkins. Yasmin Hernandez Saavedra. Callista Grace Irons. Annalisa Hernandez Valdez. Dylan Hildebrand. Vanessa Hernandez Mora. Hugo Hernandez Quateca. Leonardo Hernandez Jimenez. Christopher Hernandez Jimenez. Nikki Martinez. Daniel Mejia. Okay, go ahead. Hannah Lucio. Isaiah Medina. Victor Medina Contreras. Obed Machora. Luis Lopez Alanis. Shayla Longoria. Brian Longoria Rocha. Johnny Lopez Regalado. Lizzie-Vette Martinez Angeles. Viridiana Lopez. Christian Matias. Aaliyah Martinez. Ezekiel Mora Gijosa. Janet Martinez. Ethan Marshall Minor. Haley Elizabeth Morris. Leonardo Mejia. Amy Moreno. Jalen Lee Moore. Juan Mejia. Caroline Morales. Go ahead. Madison Rochelle Myers. Luis Mogel. Eric Menjivar Escobar. Noel Mora. Diana Mora. Nayeli Mejia Mora. Rosarelli Mora Cruz. Go ahead. Joey Addison Perryman. Go ahead. Sydney Grayson Piercy. Celia Abigail Plumback. Salvador Pena Garcia. Alice Nice. Diego Tejada Nava. Marcus Perez. Dorian Padilla. Erica Perez. Itzel Nava Lopez. Ana Paulina Opposos Garcia. Lathan Evan Ponton. Efrain Quinones. Franzel Pozos. Lillian Oldham. Carissa Silva Mora. Arisbeth Rosales. Nerida Santos. Chloe Danielle Roberts. Oswaldo Tronado Opposos. Ashlyn Turner. Daniel Sanchez Antonino. Clarissa Brianne Pittman. Eduardo Reyes. Gabriela Marie Reyes. Andy Sandoval. Priscilla Ramirez. Donovan Roby. Crystal Ramos. Alexis Hazel. Tamara Segura. Randy Santos Regalado. Shalim Rojas. Rivaldo Sanchez. Christian Salamanca. Ozzy Mondragon. Elise Thomas. Jace Staker. Chris Smith. Samantha Sharp. Ashley Leanne Timmons. Logan Rochelle Tillman. Octavia Trent. Aubrey Teeter. Lucy Lane Smith. Cassidy Noel Seibert. Olivia Britt Sheets. Jose Silva. Charlemagne Solano. Jackie Wayne Shaw III. Nazmarie Joanna Suarez. Christopher Jason Salee. Abigail Rose Marie Smith. Nelson Santos. Myra Velasco. Noah Wilder. Gage Turner. Oriel Valdez. Batanya Sanchez. Haley Webb. Cameron Williams. Mallory Worth. Cole Wills. Rosa Villarreal. Alexa Cruz Mejia. Jackson Wilkins. Christopher Ryan Joseph Willard. Christina Espidio. Escarlett Zaniga. Yuridiana Valdez Mejia. Haley Elise Campbell. Inez Mejia. Melody Villagomez Bolanos. Carly Rose Bessler. Riley Grasham. Logan Hancock. Samarin Hancock. And go ahead. Leslie Montalvo Soto. Mallory Lynn Woods. Lily Cervantes. Eduardo Garcia Mora. Antonio Garibay. Isabel Gonzalez.
Hello, I'm Daniel Ehrman, and I'm a 2020 graduate of Frankfort High School. I'd like to thank all of the teachers and staff at the community schools of Frankfort who have supported and guided me through my K-12 career. I'd also like to thank my family and classmates.
My name is Diego Tejeda Navo. I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my football family, my wrestling family, and a quote that's meaningful to me is mistakes are life lessons that you can learn from.
Hi, I'm Lucy Lane Smith. I want to thank both of my parents, and I also want to give a huge congratulations to my fellow seniors.
I'm Gabriela Marie Reyes, and I did it! I graduated! I wanted to give a shout out to all of my teachers that I've had in the last 4 years and my mom for believing in me and never giving up and pushing me to follow my dreams.
Patience, Dean. I want to thank my parents for pushing me and helping me get my swimming scholarship.
Hello there, my name is Chris Smith, and I'd like to thank Mrs. Jagger for sticking with me this long.
Hi there, it's Riley Grasham, Vice President of the Class of 2020, and I'd like to thank my friends, family, and teachers for helping me get through high school and for all they've done in my life, and thank you.
My name is Mallory M. Worth, and I'm proud to be a graduate in the Class of 2020. My 4 years of high school were up and down, and they were a roller coaster, and they were an adventure, but all those years led me to be who I've always wanted to be. I just want to thank everybody to help me build into being the musician that I am now, and everybody that believed in me to graduate.
Hello, my name is Oswaldo Trillan Opposos, and I'm a graduate of Class of 2020. Thank you, Mom and Dad.
I'm a graduate of 2020. My name is Callista Irons, and here's a shout out to my mom and dad for always helping me succeed.
Hey hot dogs, I'm Los Angeles Jr., Class of 2020, and I want to give a special shout out to my friends and family who have been down with me since day one. Thank you guys, I did it.
I'm Camden Michael Caesar, and I'd like to thank my family and all those that have been involved in my academic career and have helped me along the way.
Hello, my name is Berenice Garcia Hernandez, and I am a graduate of the Class of 2020. I wanted to give a special shout out to my mom and dad for always motivating me and pushing me to try my hardest when I felt like giving up.
My name is Lennis, and I am a graduate of the Class of 2020. I want to give a special thank you to all my teachers from all my school career, to my family, and to my friends. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Bautista, and I'm going to be graduating with the Class of 2020. And I would like to give a big shout out to my family and friends for always being there for me and being my biggest support system throughout my high school journey. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Maite Fabian. I am a 2020 graduate, giving thanks to my mom.
Hi, I'm Crystal Bartolo Gomez, and I'm a Class of 2020 graduate. I'd like to thank my family and friends for their constant support throughout my high school career.
Hi, I'm Keegan Johns, and I'm a 2020 graduate.
Hi, I would like my name to be pronounced as Donovan Roby, and I'd like to shout out my friends and family and anybody that's been there for me. Thank you.